What's up, people? My name is Craig. Not a political guy. This is the first video I've ever done associated with politics. I'm on Facebook a day or two ago, and I see this meme posted, and it reads by Trump, the quote, it says,
"And again, Christians, get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote."
and so I'm reading that and I'm going, that doesn't sound good. Are all these Democratic talking heads saying that he's going to be a dictator and all that? Is that, has he come out and admitted that? So instead of taking that at face value, I did something which I think too few of us do. I went and saw it in context. What is he talking about? So that's what this video is going to be all about. After the research, I went back to the person that had posted that and explained it in context, and they promptly deleted my posts. So they weren't really interested in the truth. So I say you're complicit in lying and deception, just like our national media is. But anyway, let's get into what actually was said. Did he say, is that quote accurate? Yes, it's accurate. But if it's in context, there's only one way that you can take it. So let's go. All right, the video that I'm about to play up here in the corner is from Forbes Breaking News. It's very interesting that you can't find the entire speech. I had to search for quite a bit of time to find one that wasn't edited. Another version of the speech conveniently has a commercial and comes back in right when this controversial quote begins. They cut out and went to commercial conveniently right whenever what he said. So anyways, let's go through this. So in the video that's posted in the link below, if you want to follow along here, at the beginning at about the 37-minute mark is where we're at.
Ones who can stop them. We are the only ones that can stop them. This is a movement, Make America Great Again, MAGA, the likes of which our country has never seen before. And by the way, Christians have to vote. I don't want to scold you, but you know that Christians do not vote proportionately. They don't vote like they should. They're not big voters. You know who else aren't voters? The NRA endorsed me very powerfully. Strongest endorsement they can give. National Rifle Association. People that own guns and rifles are not big voters. They have to vote. If you don't vote, we're not going to win the election. If you do vote, we're going to win in a landslide. Too big to rig. We're going to win in a landslide. But Christians, you'll go to church every Sunday, and Pastor Paula White and all of the people, I understand, they're doing lockboxes in churches where people don't even have to go to vote. They can now vote in church. And if you do that, we're going to win by numbers that nobody's ever seen before. You have tremendous power, but you just don't know that. But you have to use that power. Christians are a group that's known not to vote very much. You have to go out, at least this election. Just get us into that beautiful White House. Vote for your congressmen and women. Vote for your senators. We will change this country for the better. This country will be great again like never before. You got to vote.
Okay, so this is 20 minutes before the controversial quote that is being misrepresented is said. Notice what he says here, a few things that he says.
Christians are a group that's known not to vote very much. You have to go out, at least this election.
At least this election. So what he is saying here, and whenever you hear the part later, is exactly that. If you notice, he says earlier, I hate to scold you. So he's talking about that people of faith don't traditionally turn out in the numbers that they should. So it's kind of a reprimand. So if you think about this, that you've got the spouse that doesn't want to do something, and you say to them, will you just go? I'll never ask you again. That's what he's saying. He's saying we're at such a pivotal point in American history, in his opinion. I need you to get out at least this thing, and then you can go back to your lazy ways. All right, let's advance to the next section. This is starting at 58:30 in the video below.
We will protect innocent life, and we will restore free speech in our country, and I will secure our elections. Our goal will be, as I said, one-day voting with paper ballots, proof of citizenship, and a thing called voter ID. You know, when you negotiate, and I do that with the Democrats, and I negotiate with them all the time on this, but I say, look, we got to fix our laws on voting. We have to start with voter ID. Everybody has to have, no way! The discussion never even goes any further. I say, we have to have voter ID. It's called voter identification. Nope, we're not going to do it. Now, there's only one reason they do that, because they want to cheat. There's only one reason. Anything else, you know, in their national convention, when they had their convention, they have a voter tag on them bigger than their chest, depending on which chest we're talking about. Bigger than their, I like this. Has their name, their serial number. It's got the whole deal. Middle name, past addresses. It's got everything. Otherwise, you can't get into the Democrat National Convention. But with voting, one of your most important things you can do, maybe in many ways your most important.
So why is he talking about that he wants paper ballots, that he wants you to vote on that day? In just a minute, he's going to talk about proof of citizenship. Why is he talking about all these things? And the most important, he just literally said, one of the most important things you can do is to vote. Does that sound like a man that's about to eliminate voting? Absolutely not.
They don't want to approve voter ID. That's because they want to cheat. But until then, Republicans must win. We have to win this election, most important election ever. We want a landslide that's too big to rig. If you want to save America, get your friends, get your family, get everyone you know, and vote. Vote early, vote absentee, vote on election day. I don't care how, but you have to get out and vote. And again, Christians...
This is where conveniently they edit and start right here, or the commercial break comes back to take it out of context.
And again, Christians, get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote. In conclusion, America has always been a nation.
So again, he's saying there, get off your lazy butt and vote. Get off your lazy butt and vote, and I won't ask you to do it again. He's saying we'll have it fixed. In other words, we're at this pivotal point in American history. Vote me in. I will get all the problems fixed in America, whether you want to call that arrogant or not. But I will get the United States fixed, and then you can go back to your lazy ways. So to interpret it as any way other than that is disingenuous, and quite honestly, our media lies through their teeth. How do you know if the national media is lying? They're talking. Sick of seeing it. Please, if you are Democrat, Republican, or Martian, when you read or see something, don't believe it. Go and verify it. Go see what that quote meant in context. So appreciate your time. I hope if anyone is questioning what was said, that this helps you out. So God bless America.